So good evening everyone. I hope everyone is able to hear me and everyone is able to see my screen. I hope can someone confirm on the chat window if you are able to hear me clearly and able to see my screen? Yep, thank you. Thank you guys. Superb. Okay. So guys, I'm going to give this is my second demo session and I'm giving a YouTube link to everyone. Sheikh Arif, why can you please go on mute? Guys, please, it's an online class. Please maintain minimum discipline. Actually, I gave an options to how come they join? Okay, fine. Guys, please unmute yourself. And this is my day one YouTube link. Yesterday's session, I have given a YouTube link. Okay. And today's session, we are going to give tomorrow. And also, I'm going to I've created a Hangouts group. This is Hangouts group. Everyone, I have given just you install Hangouts app and you just click on this link. You will be added to SpringBoot demo group where I'm going to give in the group YouTube links and the running notes. And if anything I'm code explaining, all those things will be given in the group. And if you have any questions also, Google Classroom will be created not now. Once you subscribe to the course, then we are going to create a Google Classroom. So the Google Classroom is not now. We are going to create a Google Classroom once we are subscribed to the course, once we start the course. Okay. So yesterday I have completely explained about the demo sessions, course content, and everything. And if at all whoever is missed, whoever is joining for today, please listen to my yesterday's recorded session, which is there on the YouTube, and you will get the complete things. And also I request everyone to join the YouTube link. That is, sorry, Hangouts group link. I'm requesting everyone to join the Hangouts group link. So you will be added and I'm posting that. So how to join this particular link? This is mainly you need to install Hangouts app or Hangouts in your laptop or mobile and log into your Gmail. You log into your Gmail. Please install Hangouts app and you click on this link. You will be added to Hangouts group where I'm going to publish the YouTube links, running notes, whatever I'm discussing as part of demo, you are going to get that. Okay. Already I provided YouTube link, but I'm going to provide again, or else you can get everyone. If you join in the YouTube link, I mean Hangouts group link, I am providing there. Okay. So maybe let me go there. Yes. Yeah, people are joining to this. And this is the link which I've given. In the Hangouts group also I've given. There are 24 people are joined as of now. Okay. Hangouts group as well as YouTube link. Okay, both the things I have given. So everyone, you can join there and you can get the things here. Okay, guys. Yes. Now let me come to my real class for today. I'm going to go with the real class today. So what I discussed yesterday is nothing but We are discussing a topic called as EJB and RMI limitations. There, the first topic we discussed is poor garbage collection, where we are going to have unused references, unsaved variables, and unused data structures as part of our application. Like if I am writing a code of employee EMP is equal to new employee, and if at all, if I am not giving EMP is equal to null till that particular time, that employee objective will be almost, it will not be set as an unreferenced variable, so that this memory is getting piled up and which is impacting the performance of the application. This is mainly impacting the performance of the application, right? Yes, guys, it's a humble request. Please don't good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how are you, all those things please avoid in the group. Okay, I'm sincerely mentioning in the, it's a Hangouts group, it's not our good morning, good afternoon app. Please make sure that don't type, I mean, just only have a real meaningful typing so that you will have a real, okay, fine. Thanks for that. Now I'm going to discuss other topics here. Before proceed further, anyone has any questions, you can raise a hand. I'm going to unmute them and take some of questions for 5 minutes. Then I will start a class. If anyone has any questions as of now, you raise a hand. If no questions, I'll continue. Yes, Ram, I unmuted you. Good.
Yeah, actually, you said the main disadvantage of RMI and EJB is garbage collection only. Other than this, any other?
I'm going to explain for today. Yes, is there?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Satya Prakash Pandey, you should have minimum discipline you should have while joining online class. I don't know, I didn't give an option to unmute, but how come they're talking? I need to control this actually. Okay, please make sure you are on mute and don't call. I mean, when you are attending from mobile, if you are getting a call, we will able to hear you. Minimum discipline you should have while joining to online class. Okay, Rasika.
Yeah. Hi Vijay.
Hello,
Actually
ma'am.
want to know that what is the subject means what is the content you should be will be included in the Spring Boot.
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday I have given you YouTube link, ma'am. Yesterday you are, today is the first class, ma'am, for you.
Actually I joined late yesterday, so that's
Okay,
why.
can you go through that recording video, ma'am? If you, I gave you Hangouts group link, as well as in the Hangouts group link, I'm going to share the content also, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I
Thank you.
gave you the link as well as YouTube link also I have given. Okay. So in the group only, I'm going to mention the content also. Okay.
Okay, and in this only the rest services also will be
Yes.
taken by you.
Yes.
Okay,
Rest
yeah.
services basics, Spring Core basics, EJB, I mean, sorry, Hibernate and JPA basics. All these basics which are required for Spring Boot is there. Okay. If you can get a time 30 to 40 minutes, just go through my yesterday's recorded session. And also I'm going to give the content which I'm covering as part of the course in the Hangouts group also. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Right. Fine. Hanumant, I mentioned the prerequisite is there. Please, guys, don't ask the same question, please. You go through the, I gave you recorded session, right? You go through that. I cannot display yesterday's class. Please make sure, okay? Because I want to teach something. I don't want to waste the time. If you're not joined for today, yesterday, you have given a YouTube recording link. Once you're free, you can go through that, okay? Right. Now I'm going to take the another differences of EJB as well as RMI with respect to the traditional modern application web development. Okay. The second disadvantage is nothing but the first disadvantage is what? Poor garbage collection. And the second disadvantage is nothing but which is going to have tightly coupled system EJB and RMI, which is a tightly coupling system. What is a tightly coupled system is nothing but, sir, if I want to work with other Java frameworks like struts, Hibernate, iBetis, okay, and Jax RS or Jax WS, different Java frameworks are available, or Java frameworks are struts is one framework, Hibernate is another framework, iBetis, Jax RS, Jax WS, XML, JSON, different things are available in Java. For example, I want to use any of these frameworks in my EJB application or in my RMI application. I need to write lot of configurations, lot of work. We need to write lot of code. It's not that simply we cannot achieve. So when we are integrating with other Java frameworks, the development effort is very high. It's a tightly coupled system. It's a very tightly coupled system. For example, previously our mobile phones are there. Every mobile phone has their own charger, and I cannot charge my mobile phone with other mobile phone charger. I'm talking in olden days when mobiles came. Correct, right? My mobile phone is tightly coupled with that charger only. If I'm going out, I need to carry the charger. Otherwise, I'm gone. But once smartphones came, what happened here? Any phone charger, any phone I can apply. That is the meaning of tightly coupled and loosely coupled. So where mobile phone I can consider the web application, and charger is nothing but external framework, Java framework. So if I want to charge, I can easily plug it, I can easily plug out. It's a simple thing. So I no need to worry about that. If at all, if old charger is there, I need to add a connector, and that connector I should connect to one end and another end, and that should, so somehow I need to write lot of things here. Am I right? So EJB and RMI, it's a tightly coupled integration whenever we want to work with all these things. Guys, I'm sincerely requesting, please concentrate on the class. Okay, you can take any number of questions on the chat window. I am going to answer all the questions at the end of the class, but please make sure, please listen to the class carefully. Don't ask anything. I mean, if you are asking questions, you are missing the things here. Okay, you can ask, but I'm going to answer at the end only. Last 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to answer all your questions. Okay, but please make sure that all these things are in there. iBetis is a one more framework like ORM framework. iBetis is one of the framework which is a ORM framework only, like Hibernate, JPA, and iBetis is one of the framework. Okay, right. So what is the second disadvantage with respect to a tightly coupled system is nothing but, yes, if at all, if I develop a web application in EJB and RMI, the integrating with that particular framework is a difficult. We need to write lot of code, Java code, XML code, configuration code, lot of things we need to write. And it's not simple cakewalk. But Spring is introduced a loosely coupled architecture. Spring is introduced a loosely coupled architecture, which is going to have, this is a Spring architecture. Everything I can replace. Anything is a plug and play. If you want, you can take that. If you don't want, you don't want. Okay. You see here Spring Core. It's a core framework. beans, core, context. This is the one area. And AOP is another area. And database, JDBC, ORM, OXM, XML mappings, JMS, transaction. If I go to web layer, servlet layer, portlets layer, structs layer, and I can choose any one of the layer, whatever I need, and I can integrate with external frameworks easily. The framework is very, very interactive for me, where I can develop this particular application. Understand? So mainly whatever I'm referring is nothing but, especially when we are working with Spring, I can easily integrate with any of the frameworks. In Java frameworks, easily I can integrate. Also rest of the cross platforms also. If I want to call a REST service, if I want to call a web service, easily I can do that. But in EJB and RMI, lot of code we need to write, heavy code we need to write. So that's the next challenge in case of EJB as well as RMI. Okay, it's a tightly coupled architecture. And the third difference which I want to focus is nothing but, which is going to have transaction management capability, transaction management support. So what is a transaction management in real time? What is really a transaction management? Is nothing but, generally I go to ATM machine and I put my ATM card and I'm trying to withdraw 2000 rupees. Understand, sir? I'm trying to withdraw 2000 rupees. My balance is 10,000 and I'm trying to withdraw 2000 rupees. I put my card, I enter my secret code, and I enter my 2000 rupees and immediately debited. But the cash didn't came out from the machine. The cash drawer, we have a cash drawer, right? That cash dispenser, we can call that as a, assuming that the dispenser hardware component which is having some problem, it is unable to dispense the cash. Automatically money is deducted, but ATM machine is unable to dispense the cash. Then what should I do that? I need to write a transaction code. I need to wait till customer receives the money. Then only if I can dispense the cash to out of ATM machine, then only my transaction is completed. As I am not to dispense the cash to the customer, it is stuck at the cash dispenser only. Am I right? Then it should not be considered as a transaction. What I need to do here, I need to deposit that money, 2000 rupees, again to his account. Already I withdrawn, but as the cash is done, didn't came to the customer's dispenser. I mean, the ATM dispenser was not able to dispense the cash. Then I need to, my code need to re-add that money back to my account. That is going to happen, right, guys? It will add two things. One, minus 2000, and again sometime plus 2000 will come into your account. How it is going to come? Because we need to use transaction management capability. Understand? So in case of success, we no need to worry. In case of failure, we need to have a transaction management capability. And who should take care of transaction management? Ideally, framework should take care of that. Framework responsibility to support or to initiate transaction management. Means I'm going to create transaction dot begin. I'm going to write, and I'm going to write lot of SQL statements, and I'm going to end. Finally, if every statement is completed, I will write transaction dot commit, or if any of the statement is failed, transaction dot rollback. I am not going to write the code to deposit my money, withdraw my money. I'm not going to write the code. Just I will tell the framework to start a transaction block, and here I am going to write withdraw 2000. That is my case. So what I'm going to write inside that, it is going to trigger a code, update account set balance is equal to balance minus 2000, where customer ID is equal to, where account underscore number is equal to 123, something like that. Now this is done, but after that what is going to happen? Cash dispenser, it is failed. Now whenever it is failed, I'll say transaction dot rollback. Transaction dot rollback, it should internally roll back this case. It should make sure that the customer should have again 10,000 rupees in his account. So that kind of support framework should provide that. EJB and RMI does not have that support. It does not have that support. Spring introduces a new concept called as AOP, which is called as aspect oriented programming. Aspect oriented programming. It created a new concept, Spring aspect oriented programming, which is specially handles transaction management, where a developer not required to write any specific code. Developer is not required to write any specific code. Framework is going to take care of that. Like this AOP, we don't have in EJB, we don't have in RMI. What is the case I need to write? If I am withdrawing my money, again I need to add the money. I need to write a SQL code, or I need to add the code again back in. My developer has to take care of that. Framework side, there is no support is there. That is the problem of transaction management. That is a real problem with the transaction management. So there are 2 points as I discussed as of now. One is nothing but tightly coupled system, and another one is nothing but transaction management. Like this, lot of differences are there. And the last but not least, EJB and RMI are difficult programming languages. Difficult programming languages. And really, when I completed my BTech in the year of almost 2005 time frame, okay, 2005 December, I completed my BTech. At the time when I come to IT, I was just looking at the Java, and it's a very big course. When I attend a EJB class, I was really surprised. I unnecessarily came to IT. Do you have a respective skill set to understand EJB and RMI? Immediately after few days, I joined to Microsoft Technologies, and I started my career with .NET, because I was scared by seeing that EJB and very, very difficult code in EJB. Very, very few developers are there, and development time, it is going to take more time. With respect to EJB, development time is very, very high. For example, if I want to create a product in EJB and RMI, the time it will take is very high. So very, very difficult to programming language for developers as well as in developing the applications also. So these are the top drawbacks. Lot of things are there, but I only explained top drawbacks. Something like that, it is a poor garbage collection. It's the first point. And tightly coupled system is a second point, where if I want to work with rest of the frameworks, it's a tightly coupling system. And also transaction management support was not there, where framework is not supporting the transaction management. So we need to write a code. If at all, in case of success, in case of failure, developer has to write a code of transaction management. Framework level support is not there. But in Spring, AOP is created only to handle transactions related stuff. And the fourth one is where it is going to have EJB and RMI is very, very difficult to programming language. So these are the things which leading to Spring. Spring is cover all those problems, especially garbage collection through inversion of control, as well as loosely coupled system by adding a layered architecture, transaction management system by covering AOP, and Spring code is just like normal Java code. core Java, how we will write, how we are writing core Java in the similar way where we are going to write Spring also. You don't need to write any hard work, or you no need to put any extra hard work to get the EJB code and RMI code. Simply, it is having a plain core Java simple code where we can write this. So these are the limitations of EJB and RMI. Now at least we got some idea how Spring is comes up with. Now I am going to jump on Spring versus Spring Boot. This is my topic, guys. Spring versus, okay. Yep. So guys, if you have any questions, you can raise a hand. Maybe 5 minutes I'm going to take it up. Then I'm going to start Spring versus Spring Boot. Okay. So there's a question came. It's a programming language, Majid Saad. EJB and RMI is a programming language as part of Java. As part of Java, it's a programming language only. Okay. Yes, Ram, go ahead.
Yeah, are we discussing about any AOP and transaction management in Spring Data?
Yes, we are in Spring Boot. We are going to discuss it. Okay.
Transaction management AOP also, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. Anyone has any questions? Okay. Perfect. Someone is also, so someone unmuted. I didn't forgot the name. Someone else, guys, if you can raise a, yes, Yakub Pasha.
Sir, you just now shown the Spring chart. So would you cover all the?
There is a big disturbance from your end. I cannot able to understand anything from you actually. There is a big echo from your end.
Just now you shown a Spring chart, code Java and something is there. So you cover all the topics.
Just now I shown, what is I shown? I didn't understand your question. Can you ask in a better way? I didn't understand your question first of all. What I've shown just now? Okay. Arjun Singh, go ahead. I shown what slide? I don't understand. Sir, what is required for Spring Boot? I am going to cover. Spring knowledge, what is required for Spring? I am going to cover. Yes, Majid Saad.
Yeah, thank you. My question regarding the EJB, you said it is very difficult programming language, but you are discussing about EJB, the first version or EJB 3. It was
EJB
very
3.
simple, I think.
EJB 2 to EJB 3, it's compared to Spring, it is a difficult language.
Because a totally different between EJB 2 and EJB 3 and EJB 3, I think it is very simple than EJB 2. Yeah.
Correct, sir. But if you give an option of EJB versus Spring, today Spring is dominating EJB 3. Only 2% of the people are using EJB 3. 98% of people are using Spring. I understand. I understand your point. Yes, EJB 2 was very difficult, and Spring came into picture, and EJB 3 was released, and they did some of the modifications. Yes, compared to EJB 2, EJB 3 is a little bit simple, but Spring is completely captured the market. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Praveen Kumar.
Good evening, sir. I would like to know about the Spring Boot, about how long, it will be exist in the market, sir, if you don't mind.
It's a hypothetical scenario. Correct, right? Sir, how long we are going to, how much time I need required to get a job? So something like that. Yeah, it will be there at least for 10 years. Sir. That's what my feeling. But and don't ask me after sir, to third year only it is gone. I'm not responsible. But as per my knowledge, it is that. Okay, fine, guys. I'm going to stop the things. I'm going to talk things, and very, very interesting topic I'm going to take now. Okay, right. So Muhammad Yaqub Pasha, I think what are the slides? Maybe you are seeing that, or your planning is to cover that. Yes, what is really required for Spring Boot? I'm going to cover that. Okay. Yes. So Datta, please go through the recorded session of yesterday. You will understand what is the prerequisites. Please. Okay. Don't ask the same question again and again. Okay. Right. Thank you. Now I'm going to talk Spring versus Spring Boot. Yes. Guys, I'm going to take the questions at the end, guys. Please don't mind, Sudarshan. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to take the questions at the end, please, because I want to teach something. Okay. Spring versus Spring Boot. This is the important topic which is we need to think of. And I don't want to explain with the way I explained just now, like poor garbage collection, transaction management, loosely tightly coupled architecture, difficult programming language. Like that, I don't want to teach. I want to teach through a scenario. Then I will explain the problems in this scenario. Then we will think of Spring versus Spring Boot. Okay. Assuming that, sir, today almost 90 participants are joined. Okay. Now, almost everyone completed Spring Boot course. I told that, yes, I'm going to take an interview. Whoever is passed that interview, they will get a job. That's what I'm going to announce. So everyone prepared well. Okay. Now, surprisingly, once everyone came, all 90 laptops I've given to them. Okay. I've given everyone a laptop. And I installed Java 8 in that each and every laptop, and also having Eclipse in that. Eclipse we have. And every laptop is having high-speed internet connectivity. Every laptop is having what? High-speed internet connectivity, guys. Very high speed. If you want to download anything, it will be downloaded very quickly. Okay, that is high-speed internet connectivity is there. Java 8 is there. Also, Eclipse is also there. I am giving a task for you guys. The task is, the timeline for the task is 15 minutes. If you complete your task within 15 minutes, then only you will get job. Otherwise, you will not get job. The task is, you need to develop a web application. You need to develop a web application which is reading the data from database, some employee information, some products information, some customer information, anything, I don't care. Some database, you need to read the data from the database. Any database, it's up to you. You are interested in Oracle, you can go with Oracle. You are interested in MySQL, you go with MySQL. Anything, I don't care. Some database, some relational database. And I need to print on the screen. I need to develop a web application. That web application should read the data from database and displays the information on the web application or on the browser. You can choose any framework. You can choose Java or .NET or any framework, it's up to you. But the minimum prerequisite is it should run on any container. What is a container? Application server. Tomcat, WebLogic, JBoss, Wildfly, Glassfish. All these containers are Apache. All these are containers, right? So once you write the code, it should run on any container. This is what we are going to have, guys. Okay, this is what we are going to have. Let me repeat here, guys. What is the task I am going to repeat? Let me repeat here, guys. So what is that I am going to talk here? I am going to give a exam. I am going to give a scenario. As part of the scenario, we are going to give a task. Okay. And the task is nothing but we need to complete the task within 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes. So what I need to do here, guys, task is develop a web application which reads the data from database and displays the output on the browser. This is a task. And what we have? A laptop with high-speed internet connectivity, and it has Eclipse, and it has a Java 8 is also there. Time limit 15 minutes is the time limit, and it should run on any container like Tomcat, JBoss, Wildfly, WebLogic, WebSphere, Glassfish, Apache. Any framework you can take and any database you can take. This is the task, guys. I hope everyone is able to follow the our exercise. Okay. Yes. Can we do that within 15 minutes, guys? Is it a possible task? Anyone can comment on that? If you can comment. Yes, Sachin told we cannot do that. Yes, it's really impossible. Within 15 minutes, I cannot do that because it will take a lot of time. To create a web application, either you take Spring also, it will take some time. I can do, but I cannot do in 15 minutes. But with Spring Boot, I can do in 15 minutes. With Spring Boot, and I can do in 5 minutes also. Yes, if I am a very fast developer, if I am very good, if I am very hands-on and having more experience, I can do in 5 to 10 minutes only. I don't require 15 minutes also. Then with this exercise, I want to compare you Spring versus Spring Boot. First of all, we need to think of why we cannot do that in Spring, how much time it is going to take, and how Spring Boot is we can able to do that in Spring Boot. How we can able to do that in Spring Boot. That is the topic which I want to focus. I hope everyone is clear on the scenario, guys. A scenario based I'm going to talk here. I'm going to talk on a scenario based. I hope clear, guys, everyone. If you're not able to follow the scenario, you can raise a hand. I can explain 1 second also. But it's a simple scenario. And yes. Now, first of all, I need to think of problems. First of all, what are the challenges are there on this particular approach? What are the challenges we have on this particular approach? First of all, installation. Correct, right? Installation. First of all, I need to install database, right? I need to install database. It's a fresh laptop. Only things are Java 8 is given and Eclipse is given and nothing is given. So I need to install database, right, guys? Definitely it's going to take 10 minutes of time. Any database, can you install less than 10 minutes? Any database you take, any simplest database, minimum 10 minutes is required, right? You need to download, you need to install, you need to create, set up, and database, everything you need to set up. Minimum 10 minutes is going to take it. Why I need to install database? Because the task is I need to create a table. I need to keep some data. That's a task, right? I need to display the data in the database. Yes. Also, I need to install runtime also, right? What is the runtime? Application server also I need to install, right? Like Tomcat or WebLogic or WebSphere or JBoss or Wildfly, whatever it may be. That also I need to install, right? Can I run a web application without any of the server? Can I run a web application without any of the server? Guys, please make sure you don't unmute blindly, guys. Okay. It's a minimum request, guys. I'm not sure why you people are unmuting. Okay, right. Now, by default, we need to install either Tomcat or WebLogic or anything. So minimum thing I'll take Tomcat. I'm going to take minimum thing as a Tomcat. At least I can install within 5 minutes, right? Tomcat I'm going to install at least 5 minutes, right? Then I need to download jars, right? Spring jars. I need to download Spring jars, right? Because I want to work with Spring. I need to download Spring core jars, Spring MVC jars, all those jars I need to download, right? And I need to download JDBC jar, for which database I'm connecting. JDBC jars are also download. And I need to write an ANT file, which will create a var file. All those things I need to write, right? So only for installation, it requires for me 24 minutes only for installation. Okay, only for installation, it's going to take minimum is 15 minutes. It's going to take only for installation, right? Not sure why I'm not able to set these options. Guys, 1 second, give me time. Someone from Nareshati is there on the call. Can you please mute everyone except me? Someone from Nareshati is there. Even though I tried to do that, I'm not able to do that. One second, guys.
साहित्य संमेलन आयोजित करण्यात आलं. लोककला साहित्याचे अभ्यासक डॉक्टर रामचंद्र देशमुख संमेलनाचे अध्यक्ष होते, तर यशदाचे अधिकारी डॉक्टर पवन जोगदंड स्वागताध्यक्ष होते.
Guys, I'm sorry, I don't want to. Guys, it's humble request, everyone. Please make sure that you don't unmute blindly. Somehow I was not able to do that setting. Okay, so everyone, I am trying for that, but it's not happening, guys. I don't have an access to unmute all. Okay. Okay, please make sure that you don't speak blindly. It's a request from our side. Yes. Next one is I need to go with configuration. Generally, I need to go with configuration, where for every web application, we require some configuration. Like we need to have web.xml, which we need to set up a dispatcher servlet. What is the meaning of dispatcher servlet? Is nothing but generally we have a web.xml we are going to write, right, guys? So where we are going to write a web.xml, something like this. I'm going to showcase. So this is a web.xml we are going to write. So those who worked on Spring, they have an idea where servlet is equal to dispatcher and servlet class is equal to dispatcher servlet, where we are going to have dispatcher servlet, where it is going to have org.springframework.web.servlet.dispatcher servlet, and load on startup is equal to 1. Somehow we are going to write this configuration. We need to write this configuration completely. We need to write especially okay. Now I got a support from Naresh Shetty. They muted everyone. Okay, guys. Yes. Now you cannot speak anything. I can only.
No, sir, it doesn't work.
Yeah. So the one who is joined from Naresh Shetty, please, it's not working. You need to make sure you unmute everyone, guys. Please mute everyone. It's not working.
Sanjay, sir,
No need of option for me. Yeah. I hope it's good. Right. Okay. Thanks, Sandeep. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you, Sandeep. Yeah. So ideally it should work, but it's not working fine. Now we need to have a dispatcher servlet configuration where we need to have this particular configuration that is going to take that. And also we need to write front controller, which is equal to dispatcher servlet configuration. Where is our views? Where is our JSpace? Where are our web jars? Completely we need to have here. So this is also one more configuration in MVC, and also one more configuration we need to write with the JPA. Where is your data source? We need to load entity manager factory. We need to load data source. We need to load transaction manager. Completely these settings we need to write as part of configuration, like web.xml configuration, dispatcher servlet configuration, database configuration, Spring configuration. All configuration is going to take only 10 minutes for writing the configuration. Then I'm done with installation. I'm done with configuration. Then I'm going to go with development. That is real code. I need to create a table. I need to create a JSP. I need to create a controller. I need to create a service. I need to create a DAO. All these things I need to do that. And it will take 10 minutes. Especially it is going to take 10 minutes. But after that, it's not working on my local, right? I need to deploy, right? There's a task given to me, right? Where I need to give a var file, and that var file should run on any container. We need to create a var file, and we need to deploy that particular var file on any of that framework. We need to deploy that. We need to deploy that particular var file on our server. So we need to create a var file, and any class path problems are there also you need to take care. That is also a deployment task. So if I divide this particular case into these many times, totally it is taking 24 for installation, configuration 20 minutes, development 10 minutes, deployment 10 minutes. Totally it's going to take minimum 2 hours of time, and we cannot sure that on the first attempt only the application will be working or not. So this is what are the challenges in regular web application development. In regular web application development, these are the challenges we have: installation, configuration, deployment, as well as development. Guys, please, can you please make sure that you are on mute? I'm not really sure why these guys are GUJAN. I don't know why you are unmuting. Don't play with the mute and unmute option, guys. Please cooperate with me. From tomorrow onwards, we'll make sure actually.
So actually, it was displaying a pop-up. Because of that, everyone.
Yes, it's displaying a pop-up, and it is asking like, host would like to mute or unmute.
Oh, it's
One
asking
pop-up
you.
is coming.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
3 minutes it was
So if
asking.
you read clear fully, then you can unmute, or otherwise it will be muted here.
No, this is the first time we are having this problem
Guys,
actually.
please call.
This is the first time it's happening for us. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, we'll make sure necessary precautions. Okay. Right. Yeah. Somehow, yeah, I understand your point here. So, Sandeep, if possible, just to unmute everyone, and it's only few minutes are left actually. So first time only we have this problem. Till now we never had this problem actually. Yes. Okay, fine. Now guys, this is what clear picture here, where the challenges in our regular development cycle. Now, how to Spring Boot is solving is that you no need to work on installation, you no need to work on configuration, you no need to work on deployment. Framework will take care automatically. Only development you will take care. It will take care of database. It will take care of my Tomcat. It will take care of downloading the jars. It will create a var file. You no need to write any configuration, dispatcher servlet configuration, database configuration, Spring configuration. You no need to do that. And just you need to write a code for 10 minutes and deployment, and completely everything will be taken care by the framework only. Completely it will be taken care by the framework only. So deployment also will be done by the framework only. So what is that option we have, guys? Installation, framework only will take care. Configuration, framework only will take care. Deployment, development only we will take care, and deployment also will be taken care by the framework only. Understand? So in this particular Spring Boot approach, where it is giving a option for us to develop web applications on the fly. On the fly we can develop. No manual activity. Every activity is completely automated activity. Okay. So this is a picture I want to showcase. And today there is a disturbance came because of this mute and unmute. Maybe I'm going to cover 10 to 15 minutes in my next demo. Again, I want to explain clearly as of now. And I will also give a YouTube recorded video. Once it is published, I am going to update in the Hangouts group. I'm going to update in the Hangouts group. And tomorrow, guys, there is a 31st night. I don't want the class to be taken. Okay. Definitely, I'm going to take on 1st of January, day after tomorrow. Tomorrow, there is no class because 31st night, everyone will be on celebrations, including me and including you. And definitely we'll go on family outs and something like. I don't want to take a class tomorrow. And I'm going to take on 1st of January. And I will explain these two things here. I mean, I'm going to explain this particular topic a little bit things again, so that you will have no problems in that. As of now, I am sincerely asking everyone, if you didn't add it, please, I have given 2 links. You need to join Hangouts group, and this is a day 1 link of YouTube, and I'm going to publish all my links in the Hangouts group. Okay, right? Maybe I'll take it up questions, all the questions one by one here. Yep. Anyone has any questions, you can raise a hand. Sudarshan, this batch is for NOSCOM. I am going to get back to you on next class. In the next demo, that is 1st of January, I'm going to update you. Okay, guys. Yeah, Nishant. Guys, please raise a hand. I'm going to unmute everyone one by one. You can speak, Nishant. Ram.
Yeah, Vijay. Here, except the development, all those are configurations and all those, configuration and installation, all that we done only once for every project, right?
Why? It's not one for every project, right? Configuration. If you add a new entry, I need to add a configuration. Whenever I do any change, I need to create a var file. Only if I change my database, I need to download new JDBC jar. So only some of the things are one time, but some of the things are daily occurring task only. Okay. Yes. Nishant, maybe you want a question, you can speak. Okay. Fine. You don't have any doubts. Cool. Any other guys as of now? Arif, Sheikh Arif.
Sir, at deployment time, we can use Docker also.
Yes, we can use Docker also. Docker is operating system independent. That is advanced concept of Spring Boot. Okay.
Okay,
yes,
sir.
we can use.
Which purpose we can use Swagger and
Swagger is Swagger is if at all I developed a Spring Boot application, sir. Okay. And I want to give to customer. I cannot ask the customer to install Postman and all those things, right, sir? I will give my Swagger URL where I can give Swagger for testing our application. I give to customer. It's a testing documentation. Okay. Right.
But Postman is there now, sir. Why again Swagger?
The Postman is a tool, sir. Postman is a tool. Swagger is a utility. It's a Spring Boot component. Because I'll explain in Swagger, sir. I'll explain while teaching the Swagger. I'll explain that. Okay. Right.
Okay, sir. Thank
you. Sachin.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead. Yes, go.
Yeah. To understand, like, how long
I think your voice is not able to. I'm able to hear.
How long it is going to take for Spring Boot to be covered, and how much time?
60 to 70 classes. 60 to 70 classes. Okay. So someone is. Are you hearing my voice through a? I'm getting my voice again. Can you please remove the loudspeaker option? Okay, thank you. Akhilesh, it's going to take 60 to 70 classes. Okay, right. Rohit.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, I would like to ask that whether are we going to cover the JUnit testing or not?
We are going to cover REST template, sir. JUnit is not part of this. JUnit is generally we will use for UI testing. It's a middleware testing. We go with REST template. That is more than sufficient. Okay.
Okay, sir. And sir, one more question that if we want to test any API without starting our server, then what kind of mechanism do we need?
Definitely, we need to start server. We need to start the server. Without starting, we cannot test anything.
Okay, sir. So the starting of server is still there. Means it's a headache always going to remain there.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Next, Manish Kumar.
Yes. Hi, sir.
Hello.
So my question is that, sir, hands-on project will be also there in this training?
Actually, I can give a project, but first of all, project is not that much important. I'm going to teach each and every topic as a project wise only. For example, if I'm taking microservices like Eureka registry, circuit breaker, and Joule proxy, I'm going to take a stock market application. If I want to develop transaction management, employee payroll, I'm going to take that. If I'm developing a JPA, ticket booking application, I'm going to take. So every scenario, I'm going to take a real-time scenario, which you can project in your real time. So which doesn't require any project, but I have a small dummy project with Angular as a front end and Spring Boot as a middleware. I can showcase that. Okay. Yes. I hope everyone is clear. Which idea? Okay, which IDE? I'm going to use Eclipse. Eclipse is the I'm going to use. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks everyone for today. And I wish you advanced Happy New Year for everyone. Definitely this 2022 definitely will bring a light to your life, and definitely you are going to get a new career in the new year life. That's what I'm expecting. Okay, I please celebrate in a efficient way, and please make sure that the COVID-19 still there, and to have a specific rules of maintaining social distance and wearing mask, and make sure that we'll celebrate, and we don't want again headaches in 2022. And I wish you all the best. Definitely this 2022 will be giving a good life for everyone. We'll pray for that. And I wish you advanced happy new year for everyone. And we are going to meet day after tomorrow on 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. There is no class for tomorrow. I am going to publish YouTube video of today's class in the Hangouts group tomorrow. Okay, fine. Thanks everyone. I'm thankful for you joining for today, and we'll meet on next Saturday, which is the day after tomorrow. And I'm going to talk on microservices. I'm going to talk on microservices here. Thank you everyone. Have a great day.